frightening pressure of being in a late bracket.
Yeah, no, you gotta get over that fear. I mean, like the third tournament I went to, I played on stream. You know, I was shaking, dude. I was shaking like a leaf. But you know, I mean, you go to the locals, and eventually, I mean, not anymore. I mean, like that usually goes away after a few months, you know, about a year, and then you get on a stage like this, it all comes flooding back.
Familiarity breeds confidence, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're reassured of the situation you're in right now.
Yeah. And Oryx, in fact, who's sitting down, I was teasing this earlier, but Oryx is one that's familiar not only to this kind of level of stage, but this stage in particular. If you remember last year at Ultimatum 1, you know, just 1 year ago, Oryx was in the grand finals of the singles tournament. You know, he played against Jason, and, you know, it was an incredible grand finals to watch. I mean, that was one of the first sets that happened at a big tournament in Smash Ultimate where people went, whoa, this could be one of the best sets of the first year of Ultimate. It was down to game 10, and you know Oryx kept some composure up there. Now we're gonna see if he can do the same thing in the crew battle and help carry up UTD to another collegiate crew victory. Now, the only thing I'm very curious about for Oryx is, you know, historically, and what he's most known for is his Peach. Plays a very, very good Peach, especially defensively. He is extremely hard to hit.
Wow. Okay.
But recently, over the past, like, I would say like 4 or 5 months, he's been working on a Joker. And at this point, that Joker is so good. It's really, really difficult. I mean, especially, again, Oryx is a very defensively minded player, and Joker has so many maneuverability options. Good luck locking him down. That's all I'm saying.
I guess we'll see then.
We'll be getting into it here in just a second.
I wonder if his opponent will be in the situation where it's like, one more hit and trigger Arson. Do I go for kills, or do I just like camp it out right now? I don't really know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like it's scary. It's really scary.
You got to make your decision now. Based on these two characters, I don't think that we're actually gonna see either of those characters from Oryx. I know that he does also have a Palutena. We saw that last year on his Squad Strike team, and well, indeed, it will be the Palutena that Oryx will be playing, because I know that he is not the kind of guy who plays Terry. We'll leave that to the other side.
Yeah.
Now, I know we saw over before. This is definitely not Sleepyhead. I actually got to go through this roster again, because I mean, honestly,
do you think he's familiar with the Terry matchup though?
I don't know, man. I mean,
because Terry is scary. That's my famous words right here. If you have not faced high level Terry, yikes.
Yeah. I mean, there are a couple of pretty high level Terrys in this region. You know, everybody knows the Shoto player N from this region. He played Terry for a little while, and now our TO actually for most events, Burr, plays a lot of Terry as well. So Oryx should probably have at least a little bit of practice against the character, and especially here on Smashville, I definitely like the pick for the Palutena. This is a great stage for her. We'll see what he's able to do against Ace FY and his Terry. Right off the bat, we're seeing a lot of specials already from Ace FY, rather than looking for those you know, safer pokes that lead into the combos. But it's tough to deal with this Palu back air. How about a fifth? That's gone.
Wow.
Now, like I was saying earlier, man, Oryx is definitely the one to work out. He's made it onto multiple DFW PRs, in fact, and that was, you know, when he was just getting into college as well. So we'll see. Ace FY, I think that the smart thing to do right here is to just kind of chill underneath this platform if you can. Of course, it's a lot harder to justify that now that Oryx is the one in the lead and he doesn't have to approach the Terry. And that's where you're going to run into a lot of trouble with the character, you know, not as maneuverable. And again, see this from Oryx. The power dive not going to get to the ledge, and Oryx just calls that out.
Right there.
Big winks.
Right, and now we're starting the Nair loops.
Oh my goodness, he continues to stack it up. 56%, but then he gets a quick fist to the face. That gets Ace FY back on the stage, but still relying a lot on these specials to cover an anti-air, where he could be, you know, kind of sticking with these tilts and these smashes a little bit more.
With Terry flying back to the ground now.
Oryx has been doing such a good job of stuffing out every approach from Ace FY, and he's really not had too many options other than that, because Oryx is, well, here we go again. You see the back air. Wanted to find another one. Ace FY will be able to make it back, though, and with go mode, all bets are off. Okay. Now the Power Geyser comes out. He wanted to catch a quick approach from Oryx. That's dangerous right there to land on that platform. Uh-oh,
Go
crack shoot
interactive.
off stage.
Oh,
Not what he wanted at all. Instead, you know, rocketing off so quickly, Oryx opens up with a 3-stock. The University of Texas at Dallas, and with this Palutena, no less. Not even the character that he's renowned for.
wow. Yeah,
Like I'm saying, Oryx.
Sorry, I was
really
saying
good.
Terry was scary. I retract that now. Palutena is the iron wall. I don't know how you even get in.
I mean, it's not even just the iron wall of Palutena and that shield that Oryx was showing so much off of. That is him as a player. He is the Great Wall of DFW.
I like that, actually.
I mean, and that's a big thing about him, is that if you don't know how to, you know, dissect a really solid defense, Oryx is going to be one of the big gatekeepers of that PR area, of that level of player in this region. I mean, he's super solid. I mean, I remember he also got flown out to MomoCon. That's one of the reasons that he was able to help out UTD Esports in that collegiate crew battle there, was that he got flown out on the Peach Compendium because, I mean, everybody wanted to see him out there.
That's pretty hype.
Well, it'll also be hyped to see us carry on with this crew battle. We're going to be seeing Chaotic once again with the Link. But again, Chaotic kind of has the disadvantage of the fact that, you know, all the high-level players here in DFW know how to fight a Link. We'll see if Final Destination gives him any help.
Let's see.
Hey, right off the bat, lots of boomerangs, lots of swords right up close. Of course, against Palutena, if you've got those projectiles, that's one of the ways you can keep that insane movement speed locked down.
Oh, we got some tricks here, though. We got some bomb shenanigans here. I like it.
I like that one in particular, too, because he launched that behind Oryx. That cut him off from retreating at all. He made him come closer. There we go. Nice damage. You're talking about how hard that forward air hits. Once again, the same setup on that bomb. It just looks so strong. Here we go. The Nair's coming out from Palutena. Oh, Oryx faking out, going deep. Now you can see the invincibility on that back air is also going to give him some help. Oh, back air again. Oryx so consistent here, but he's not able to find that dash attack. That gives Chaotic a second lease on life, but how is he going to get this stock off from Oryx? Go nice pressure with this bomb.
Yeah. Keeping Paulo at bay.
Ooh, up smash to catch him close, and it does take it.
Wow. All right.
The Link up smash doesn't hit as hard as most people think, but I mean, take into account, it's still a smash attack.
Yeah, I think the third one's the strongest.
An excellent start from the Link right here, but see if he's able to make it back onto the stage. He leaves the bomb right where it is, and that's the decision I love, because if you get that Palutena at the ledge, you can lock her down.
Yeah, good call on that one.
That's interesting. Chaotic uses a lot of that arrow just kind of to keep some pressure on. Nice parry there from Oryx, though. Making him think twice about these smash attacks now that he's got the bomb. Recovery!
Yeah.
I thought, dude, if he made that back. That was almost a mistake from Oryx, but instead he's still able to pick up the stock, and honestly now he's got the lead too with the Link at the ledge. Okay, good. Maneuvering around those arrows there from Oryx. It's not easy to get close to the Link all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice there. Oryx doesn't overextend after Chaotic falls out of that combo. He just wants to get safe back on the stage. And again, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about with Oryx.
Caught the throw and bomb threw right back at him.
Yeah. You gotta be careful of it too. Sometimes it's tempting to go, oh, well, the bomb's next to me off stage. Maybe I do a bomb recovery. But
I'm good.
Chaotic learned his lesson last time. Okay, Boomerang controls some space and keep him locked down in center. Again.
Very, very nice.
You're saying it, man. Watching that bomb play is something else. Nice, here we go. Oryx is ready for it, though. And once again, messes up the bomb recovery.
Unfortunate. I think it's on the wrong side of the bomb right there.
Such a solid second stock here from Oryx. And now, a little bit of an overextension right there. Very uncharacteristic from him, but Chaotic capitalizes nonetheless. Nice there from Oryx just to keep the Link in the corner. Again, he can have some trouble getting out because he's not the fastest.
Back throw.
Oh no, and Chaotic tried to drop down and get back up with the hero spin as quickly as possible, but instead he gets flubbed on his inputs. He's only going to be able to finish off with one stock. chipped off of Oryx's Palutena.
It's really weird because when you fast fall as Adult Link, you plummet. I don't know if it's like only like a Adult Link and Captain Falcon thing or not, but it's like
that
yikes.
that is actually a thing with Adult Link, and it has been for a long while that there is usually like a static fast fall multiplier that's applied to everybody else's fall speed. Link actually has a higher fast fall multiplier than many of the other characters in the game. I think it's I think normally it's like 50%, and Link's is 70 or 80%. I'm not fully clear on the numbers, but I know that his fast fall is proportionally much faster than other characters. So, yeah, you get situations like that sometimes where, I mean, you get really nice mix-ups on your aerials when you land, but off stage it can also be dangerous.
Yeah, it's just I would, if I could turn it off, I would definitely.
Well, here we can see what Oryx has done so far. I mean, game against ACFY. I mean, missed inputs, honestly, costing a stock for both members of UTA at the beginning here, and that's a mistake that almost, you know, gave Chaotic a little bit of a chance to get back in, but and there we see it. Missed input to end that one too, and that hurts so bad because it looked like he was ready to take that second stock too.
Yeah. So, well, give me the breakdown here. Total stocks remaining for each team. What are we looking at right now?
So, I mean, I'm guessing that we're back to 5v5. I think that UTA just kind of gentleman to 4v4 for the previous ones. And yeah, Oryx, because he's only lost one stock, UTD should still be holding on to 14. And meanwhile, UTA is going to be down to 9 after losing those 3 stocks. But they're sending in, you know, one of those guys that you can definitely rely on. I mean, you saw that Tam led off for UTA earlier against UNT, and that's a sign that he's definitely reliable if you want to put somebody like that out in the lead. We'll see what he can do against Oryx, though. It's going to be sticking with the Cloud to try to take down the Palutena, and I actually really like this pick over the Chrom that he also has, because Cloud has so much range, especially with that back air and that forward tilt, that's one of Palutena's weaker spots, is that she has a lot of really, really good moves, but some of them are pretty lacking in range. So
yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
That'd be really good for Tam. Let's see if he can. You know what? I'll be white. Let's see if he can hit that Nene on Oryx in this game. That's for you, Tam. I know that you find that funny. But yeah, no. So Tam, I mean, he's obviously got the 3 fresh stocks, and Oryx has got to duke it out with 2.
All right.
Final Destination, man.
Opening with a cross slash.
Yeah, opening up with a lot of damage. I mean, that's a move that you just, if you can land it, that's one of Cloud's biggest damaging, and it also sets up for a nice juggle afterwards usually too. So you like to see that. Final Destination is going to be a good stage for that too. I was about to talk about, you know, you get the Palutena above you, no double jump, she's going to have a lot of trouble landing. Nice back air. I love that he was actually able to cover Oryx jumping away with that back air specifically, rather than just going for a juggle with the up air. He knew where he was going to go. Ooh, clip at the end of the auto reticle, but Tam's still able to fire back.
Yeah, throw a limit beam to get him off.
Ooh, a little bit late if he was trying to get that ledge trump. Oryx gets back onto stage, and look at how quickly he's able to command stage control, getting into center stage and cut off Tam from any of the options that he wants. All right, staying very close to the ledge right there.
Very patient.
Get up attack for that. Oryx barely going to be able to live that back air. We'll see if Tam has got a big setup in mind with the limit, but lets that cross, or rather the blade beam fly.
Throwing a dash attack, sending him away.
Just landing there by Oryx, but Tam calls out the roll. That's a couple of times actually that he's actually had a really good read on the burst movement from Oryx, which is a hard thing to do against him. It's normally very tricky on defense. You see that Oryx oftentimes, if he has an opponent in that position, he would go off and try to challenge with the back air, but you never want to do that against a Cloud because of, I mean, if he's up the stock, he can just go ahead and delete yours by climb hazarding you to your grave.
You're not wrong there. One of the welcome buffs for Cloud in Ultimate Smash 4.
And that move is so good. I mean, on stage too, if somebody touches your shield, they're gonna eat it.
You're not wrong.
Saw it a couple times from Tam already, but now we got to see how he's going to make it back. Max distance recovery does get him back. Very nice. Okay, commanding space right now. He's got limit, and he waits for the landing from Oryx.
Wow.
And a very nice answer from Tam.
Optimal.
Did not lose a stock, and you know what? He's going to hit the Nene. Indeed he will. How do I give that? I give that like an 8 out of 10 on form. There was a lot of energy. I'll give him that.
What do you think he's drinking? Is it the same stuff that Michael Jordan drank during Space Jam? Secret sauce?
Yeah, the special stuff, the special sauce. I don't know, man.
We'll have to see, right? So that was a good cleanup there, but they're still down though, right? We're still.
Oh yeah, still down. Still down a full 3 stocks, and that's a whole player.
Oh, we're that far behind.
That
okay.
you're off.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay.
No, Oryx got off to a very, very hot start, but Tam is able to cool that off, and I mean honestly, UTD's got a lot of options, especially against a Cloud. I mean, one of the big things he has is range, but it's very hard to control exactly, precisely where that's going to go. So if I'm looking at UTD. We're thinking that either Balance or Akito might be a really good player to send up, and it will indeed be Akito, who is probably, okay, this is obviously a biased opinion because he's from my region, but I think he is the most fun Snake to watch play.
Oh, okay.
You know, like, MVD, you know, he's a real cool guy. He's very talented. Oh, my bad, man. Knock your stuff down. But, yeah, no, I mean, like, there are a lot of really talented Snake players out there, but in my opinion, Nikito's one of the most fun to watch because somehow he has found a way to to play Snake and then also approach you and press buttons all at the same time. He's the most aggressive Snake I have ever watched play.
Oh. So we don't have, like, the campy zoner. We have the aggro button pressing Snake. Okay, this will be fun.
He is not playing on European Extreme. I'll say that. he is just like, oh, I found an AK-47. It's time for me to approach. I mean, just Akito is an absolute monster, and he's one of the big reasons why UTD was able to win at MomoCon in 2019. So now, you know, he's got the opportunity to help UTD carry on in a big way, especially against TAM. This is what I was thinking that UTD was going to go to against the Cloud of TAM, where, you know, Cloud's got a lot of big hitboxes, but they're not precise. And that means that you're going to be eating a lot of chip damage from those grenades as well. So both these players, 3 stocks, they can get right into it here on Smashville. And I mean, honestly, with Akito's aggressive playstyle where he loves to juggle people with these C4s, I mean, look at this. He's just all over the place. You see what I mean already, right?
This is so different than, like, your typical Wi-Fi Snake. Wow.
No, he is... He puts the pedal to the metal, man. Akito's nonstop, and now he's already got that C4 down onto the platform. He's got to try to put some pressure onto Tam. Recovering can be scary, but I love the early usage of the Cypher right there to make sure that Tam couldn't just lock him down, because the downer can break that Cypher. Okay, Tam bravely going to be landing over where you saw that C4, or rather a grenade drop. There are a lot of grenades commanding that, but the grenade's still on the left side. May have been looking for the tech chase over there. And yeah, Tam barely realizing that C4 is there in time.
Oh, my lord.
Ooh, forward tilt to lock him down. This can be really tough for Cloud to make, but using the limit climb hazard, however, going down gets him killed. And you gotta watch out for that Nikita, because it will stay around.
That was so good.
It was a great edge guard there from Akito. Never give up. All right, Tam trying to get off ledge. That's no jump on that Cloud right there because he went for that ledge jump. But Akito gonna take it safe. Now that he's got the lead, he can just keep this Cloud locked down. Oh, and yes, the grenade comes out to save him. It's got to be really frustrating if you're Tam right now. Oh man, I had the killing blow ready. This man just presses the B button and then it breaks my move. Ooh, back air comes through though, and Tam does pick up that stock, but takes until about 160, 170, and I was talking about it earlier. Oh, he got that limit back, but with no jump, still not able to make it.
Jump in time, yeah.
Good awareness by Tam to know that what you got to do to at least have the chance to make it back is charge that limit, but down to full stock right now, and Akito not showing any signs of letting up. Grenades, and he's trying to bait Tam into doing that right there. He wanted to bait him into going onto the platform with the amount of grenades covering the ground. Looks like he's doing it again. Look at the grenade play right now.
It's so much to take in. I'm overwhelmed watching. I can only imagine playing against it.
I would love to see the APM on this, because this is the reason I can't play Snake, is what you're watching Akito do. And taking to that platform, making it hard for Tam to leverage that limit that he has. And you can see, yeah, Akito just bails out of there. Really tough to challenge Snake, and you can see that back air Gonna detonate a grenade and put Tam right around those kill percents, but if he can pick it up, oh, again, the early up B is doing great for Akito. Mix-ups on the landing and no mix-up on that C4 right there. It is one and done.
Yeah.
Some really good stuff from Akito, man.
Tam trying to get in, but oh my god, yeah, correction, that's the iron wall right there. I don't even know what to even do.
That's when the wall comes to you. And somehow we found an immovable object, but when the what do you do when the immovable object starts moving?
I'm just trying to break down what even he was doing. He would immediately drop C4, pull 2 grenades, and then throw the second one he popped up and just make you do something.
Yeah. No, it takes so much muscle memory, so much coordination to have that locked down. Akito's gonna go ahead and get himself some water. There you go.
Because I feel like sure you want to sit here and shield all my stuff. That's fine. I'm just gonna dash attack you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna come in. The minute you stop, coming in.
And follow-ups off the grabs. I mean, you saw that Tam hit the Nene after he took down Oryx, but I mean, it was a different story once he was going against Akito. He saw his reaction to the Nikita still being there.
Yeah.
Oh man, Tam's such an animated player, but man, if you're so animated, it can be hard to kind of focus on, like you were saying, how do you get in on the wall? I mean, Akito just absolutely does not let up when he throws out those projectiles, but now he might have to. Now he might have to be a little bit more careful with how he uses those grenades and those C4s because G-Rod is coming up to the plate. He's going to step up with the Lucas, and when you got Lucas, when you got the absorbing, the vortex, the down B. I'm actually not sure what Lucas is called.
Yeah, well, Lucas is a good one against Snake. Lucas can kind of definitely make Snake behave. You know, I don't know if you want to roll into PK Fire.
That's the best way I've ever heard anybody put it. Yeah, he makes him behave. And especially with the rope snake too, if he uses the Zair to just kind of poke at him, that's something that Cloud can't really do. He doesn't have a quick, long option to go ahead and hit Akito with, but Lucas has exactly that. If you get up close, if you start boxing with Akito, Lucas has a tool to actually make that happen. So we'll see if G-Rod wants to kind of play that up close game or if he wants to try to focus on healing off of these grenades and C4s. You can see already Akito's way more martial than he was on Smashville.
Let's see here.
Okay, air dodge down. Akito will make that back, but you got to be careful. Lucas has a lot of really good ledge trapping tools. And now PK freeze. That's going to go ahead and toss Akito right into the blast zone. He was not ready to mash for that at all. And man, mashing out's the only way you're getting saved from that. Excellent start from G-Rod. There we go. You see that Zair to just set him on to the ledge. And once again, Akito's just having so much trouble. Like you said, he has to behave himself. Okay, yes, that's a big heal for G-Rod. Gets the reverse after it, too, so that he's facing the snake. Wow, he looks so practiced in this matchup. Akito, nice approaching there right there. We can get the Lucas kind of locked to this ledge. An overcommit with that dash attack, though, means that G-Rod gets stage control back, and once again, it's hard for a snake to approach.
Yeah, tough to get in right now.
Oh, drop C4 right there. But, I mean, G-Rod's very perceptive at the very least. He's not going anywhere near that thing. At least not of his own volition, but Akito can push him over there. You can at least get a shot to take the stock.
Yeah, gets hit by that.
Okay, grenades coming out to control some of the stage. Halt G-Rod from pressing this advantage too hard. But boy, I mean, Akito, I mean, the big thing we saw him killing with in that game against Tam was, I mean, a lot of C4s, right? But G-Rod hasn't been going anywhere near him, and that plays partially into this counter pick, too. It's really hard to land C4s on Final Destination. You don't trap on platforms or anything.
Yeah, definitely. Recovering high to get above.
Okay, nice
wow.
bait with the Nikita, yeah.
Into the up tilt punish. Very nice.
That up tilt hits so hard too, man.
It comes out so fast.
Now, 154 though, I mean, G-Rod's a solid hit away from doing this. And again, he's got the Vortex to just kind of not worry about these grenades as much. And one forward air right to Snake's behind. Akito's going to walk away only chipping off a stock of G-Rod. Really good job. A really good counter pick there for UTA as well to send in G-Rod, and he did his job.
I feel like that was a counter pick play big time right there. Like I said earlier, Lucas had to force the Snake down to behave. Couldn't just run wild in the little pig pen. He had to like slow down a lot now. So
Snake, it's time for your bath.
If we have like a grenade count from the last match to this match.
I mean, nowhere close.
Yeah, night and day difference, right?
I think you could actually almost count the grenades that Aikido used in that game, which is, speaking about Aikido, that's surprising to me that somebody's able to lock him down that well. You see this PK freeze right here. Aikido missed the ledge with the Cypher.
He wanted to snap to ledge, but the PK freeze came out before that could have happened.
Yeah, I think that he may have been a little bit too close to the ledge when he used the Cypher, and that's why he didn't grab. I mean, it's very tough to manage that up close, but hey, UTA's definitely got to feel good about that. I don't know who their team captain is, but they made the correct decision to send in G-Rod there. I think this is a good decision by UTD to send in Cap, who is a Mario and Falco player. He also has a Pichu. I think the Falco is actually a little outdated. He's mostly Mario Pichu, if I'm not mistaken.
Really? I haven't been seeing Pichu get a lot of love competitively since the patch came out.
Yeah, no. I mean, he's gotten nerfed a couple times. You know, he's a bit bigger now. He's easier to hit. Does more damage to himself, and
he is bigger too.
Yeah, he is a little bit bigger. He's actually, there are some select situations where Pikachu is actually harder to hit than Pichu, which is funny.
Wow.
They made the boy big, but not what Cap is going to be going for. He's going to be sticking with the Mario to take on the Lucas, and I mean, man, considering the combo game you get here on Battlefield, that's going to be a good start for Cap.
All right, let's see what we can do.
Well, G-Rod's got to drop that one stock, but one's all he lost to Aikido there, so both of these players going to get it started up here on the Battlefield platforms. And I mean, man, once they do, this might look a little bit Lucas favored, at least at the start when it comes to neutral. But once the punish game happens, Mario outclasses him in nearly every way.
Let's see here.
Okay, two backers. You just get the Lucas off stage. You know, if you force him to come off of the ledge, that's one space that Mario can control really well, as long as you have a good reaction time. And I know that Cap trusts in himself. Okay, not safe on shield right there. That Nair isn't low enough. And I mean, that neutral out of shield for G-Rod going to look really good. Now Cap going to bait G-Rod into using that jump, but now he's in trouble with the Lucas starting the edge guard, and that PK Thunder can blow you up if you're not careful. Approaching with these back airs. It's really hard to deal with those two because it's so safe on shield. It's as safe as -2 if you space it correctly, and that is no characters have anything that can challenge that. Except for perhaps Mario, who has the invincible frame 1 up B. Oh, nice read on the roll!
Still living though.
Now G-Rod is going to go for the big hit on the PK Thunder. It does not hit hard, but boy does it look good. Okay, forward tilts to try to take the stock, but Cap is not biting. Wow.
Oh, wow.
He can fire to cover the platform. G-Rod right now looking a little bit powered up. Cap has got to find a way to shut that down. If he can get the Lucas off stage again, Marcus, I don't know who that is, but Mario, on the other hand, he can do ledge trapping pretty well.
Tech roll into grab punish right there.
Ooh, sweet spot back air. G-Rod's going to go max distance with the PK Thunder, and what a great recovery.
The YOLO Nair right there.
Wow, and these PK fires especially have been so good from G-Rod. He's been using them a lot to cover the platforms and cut off Cap from escaping that crazy good grounded game that Lucas has. Ooh, dash attack. This means that the PK fire is inevitable, but the spacing wasn't quite right for Cap to hit him, so G-Rod gets a second lease on life. Not for long, though. Frame 9 up smash hits as hard as Mario does. You better be using that as much as possible. Okay, jumping up with the down airs.
Start a chain? Oh, guess not.
And that's your bread and butter combo starter there at the start of stocks for Mario. You know, you don't get the up tilts like you did in Smash 4, but down air sets up pretty nicely if your opponent does an SDI. Nice wave bounce right there from Cap. That definitely faked out G-Rod a little bit. And, you know, bottom center stage for right now. Okay, there we go. The parry on that PK Fire. We haven't seen a lot of that from Cap, and it's mostly because he's been in the air when G-Rod's been throwing out these PK Fires. Got to find a way around the PK Freeze. I love that recovery from Cap, too. Ooh, could have been a big stock for him. I think this is going to be important for Cap to hold on to that stock, but G-Rod, ever vigilant. sliding in with that up smash. That's a classic Mario.
Trying to
he's
just
sharp
out of that
with his
roll
skills.
distance right there.
Yeah, man, and you're saying it. I mean, Cap has definitely gotta find a way to close out the stock, because if G-Rod starts running wild, man, I mean, that could be trouble for UTD. The secret weapon for UTA right now is doing tons of work for them, but up smash for Cap will be able to keep him in the game as they finally topple G-Rod, but not after he does quite a bit of work. 4 stocks taken for him, 2 from Akito and 2 from Cap. He'll send it to the rest of the UTA team to finish the job.
Said that PK freeze bait was denied. I don't blame him, honestly. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, I mean, you got to respect that. You saw what that did earlier to Akito. He was at like 50, dead.
50, I thought it was like 30. It was like really low.
It kills you.
I mean, it clearly was not ready to mash out of it.
And even if you are, I mean, that is a full. I mean, you know, there's the modifier for when you get buried out of like a grab. You know, it's a lot easier to mash out, but out of a PK freeze, that is a full mash you got to go for. Even if you do it as Snake, you got to take a lot of damage to make it back. You know, you got to do grenades, got to do C4 to recover, something at that distance.
Yeah, it gets pretty problematic really quickly.
But now we'll see. You know, Cap's still chilling with that 1 stock as the Mario, and again, Mario can blow up a stock pretty quickly. He's definitely not going to get the chance to play on Battlefield, I wouldn't think, because that is Mario heaven. That's where you want to be as a Mario. And
yeah, because you can use the platforms to extend your, you know, your up tilt or your U air chains, right?
mm-hmm. Yeah, the up airs on the platforms especially. I mean, those Mario ladders are not only do you take. I mean, if you live, you're still taking 65% from those ladders. It is something that you should eliminate at all costs. To be honest, but yeah, and I expect with the Robin coming out for UTA. I mean, we saw earlier. We saw how good Marthritis was. And we got to see, you know, kind of what they're capable of bringing against the Mario. So we'll see where we're going. I believe that UTA has 2 players remaining. Marthritis is one of them. If Marthritis can take down Cap immediately, I believe that these 2 teams should be tied, because we already saw Oryx and Akito, right?
Do you think Marthritis can do it again?
Dude, based on what we saw earlier, I would totally believe it. Marthritis looks so strong. Well, oh, no, Marthritis is actually the last player for UTA, in fact. Because you can see on our scoreboard there, UTD has taken out 4 players. UTA has only taken out 2.
UTA's 2, yeah.
So Marthritis has got a lot of work ahead of him, and right now Cap is showing him just how much work he has to do. Explosive start for Cap.
Got to end this stock up quickly.
Oh, again? Dude, if that was like a little bit more percent, that could have been Dunskies. Do it again? You wouldn't. Cap's showing that he is experienced.
If he can get that bear spike, I mean, you're feeling confident about it.
He got one.
You know who's going to die first.
Him.
It begins.
Okay. So again, the ladders. Cap has hardly taken any hits so far. Marthritis has been having such a hard time actually getting anything going, and now Cap off stage once again. He's got to be careful to hold on to this stock. He wants to make something big happen, and indeed he will with that jab reset combo. Into the forward smash. Mario forward smash.
Oh my God,
it's
the
so
full
hard.
Fireball into. Look at the beautiful.
Dude, Cap's
Mario is goals right now.
They took away the platforms, and he went, all right, bet. I got this. Down throw goes for the forward air. That's a big mix-up. Marthritis wasn't ready for him to actually just get him. That's actually really good awareness there from Cap to see that if Marthritis is charging that Thunder, he's actually pretty safe to get up into the arc fire. You just have to worry about the 11 swords mostly. Are jumping right over, falling with the forward air. Got to see Marthritis, so much work ahead of him. We can at least see him take out the stock from Cap. He's got him at kill percents, but no 11 sword means it'll be harder.
So we can do.
Cap off stage, tries to get the stage spike, but he holds the up smash to take out Marthritis, and that is going to be all she wrote. Cap with the 3 stock, holding on to his last one, taking down Marthritis. And if I'm not mistaken, that means that the University of Texas at Dallas has once again asserted their dominance as the best collegiate crew you're going to watch.
Wow. Yeah, that was a fantastic roll option punish right there from Cap.
Didn't have to go and use a balance or Koi. I kind of feel bad for Koi, honestly. Koi didn't even get to play once in this crew battle. We saw Balance literally solo Texas Wesleyan in the first round, and then here in the finals it took 3 members of UTD to do it, but we didn't see Balance, we didn't see Koi once, but Cap, clutch as it comes with that Mario, is able to secure.
It was that second and third stock on Final Destination right there from Cap. That was Mario's bread and butter to the T.
We can see some of it right here. He finished off G-Rod, and if G-Rod was able to take down Cap, that last area could have looked very different. But like you said, man, Cap just got off to such an explosive game against Marthritis. Not even a chance, it seemed, with just the way that he was playing. And got to feel good about that if you're UTD, and especially if you're Cap, to be the one to finish it off. So good for them. You see him chilling with his boys and chatting it up. And
yeah.
Honestly, I'd like to hear from him later. I'm going to go talk to him, because to just consistently be the one college that is winning all of these events, I would not even hesitate to call UTD a college juggernaut.
Dang, I didn't know it was like that.
Apparently it is.
Well, when you said they are in your opinion, the college with the best Smash.
Out of everybody I've seen in America, considering that